channel. So I've decided to start doing readings on YouTube. So yeah, this is new for me. Welcome. I'm really grateful to be able to share space with you all and be able to share my gift with you all as well. And I guess this will be a reading for the elements for this new moon in Libra. How you doing? I'm at the park. So let's start with air because the wind has been blowing. The sun is slipping away. It's a beautiful afternoon. So we're starting with the air signs. That's going to be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. I'll just do this for your sun, moon, rising, and north node. Sun, moon, rising, north node, and Mars. Yeah, so for air placements in those areas. The wind is really going. Got something to say. Alright, Spirit, what is the current energy for air signs right now that they need to be aware of during this new moon? Oh, things are looking pretty okay, guys. Maybe something has just kind of put itself into alignment, or like really recently just doing something, or you're about to do something that is in alignment with you that you've been putting off, and it'll give you kind of clarity onto like how to move forward, give you a bit of optimism. Wind underneath your sails is the energy, is what I just heard. Let's see any clarifiers for this. Yeah, it's also looking like some of the some of the energy at hand is like you might be battling with your lack mentality. You might not have a lot of money right now, or you might have been financially a bit irresponsible. In that maybe you're like torn between like wanting to hold on to your money too much, and that propensity has kind of put you a little bit. You're kind of bringing the lack upon yourself. It's also giving a little bit of like conflict, competition with like some people that you might have been working with. So like the people who might have been the people who you wanted to collaborate with or something like that. It doesn't look like it's like super smooth sailing right now. But it doesn't, so it seems like I'm saying a lot of bad things, but the highlight right now is that there's something that you've got going on, something about you, something that you can like work on that you don't have to really rely on anybody else for, that'll help like lead the path. Is there any advice, Spirit and members of the collective consciousness, with air signs' best interests at heart? Any advice for them moving forward? Or rather, is that the question I want to ask? No, it's not the question I want to ask. What are some challenges that they might be facing at this time? Boink. Yeah, okay, so that one came out twice. It's judgment in reverse. Can I get some clarification on this? It's looking like you need to do something to change the tides of things right now. Like you're being asked, what are you going to do? What are you choosing to do moving forward? Where are we going from here? And you have maybe continuously put off making any type of concrete decision towards it. And that can come back to bite you. That doesn't mean like hope is not all lost. Like you can actively do something right now and change that. But that's what it's giving right now. It's perhaps a delayed decision, delayed action, that in the universe is asking for you to take intentional steps. Can I get some clarification on this judgment? So it's some more major arcana. The first one is the Fool in reverse, and the next one is the Hanged One. So regarding this action that you're supposed to be taking, like, you're like, it's giving scared, like it's giving it's giving you're supposed to do something, and maybe you know what the decision is and you won't, because you cannot, I'm adding myself right now, so we're all in this, but like, you cannot put aside your fears or doubts, or it's not even necessarily fears or doubts, but it's more of like the uncertainty of it all, like the sensation that you want to know how things are going to go before they happen. Like, you're not being the fool. The fool is like, leap before you look. Don't think too much. And also, I keep on seeing Nine of Wands whenever I'm just like shuffling, so it's also looking like you might be like tiring yourself out worrying about shit that you don't need to worry about. Like, what you need to do is be willing to jump, be willing, like, go out on a limb, just do something, set out on a new voyage, and don't overthink it. Don't, like, just do it. Because this is the beginning. You're not supposed to know everything right now. You're supposed to fuck around and find out. And so, like, this hesitance is actually keeping you from starting on this new journey. The Hanged One is also, like, indicating, like, perhaps a need for, like, a new perspective on whatever it is. Like, taking a moment, but just pausing for a second and maybe giving yourself the opportunity to, like, gain a new outlook on the situation. So yeah, gain a new outlook on the situation. Can I get some clarification for these two major arcana? Boom. And boom. Yeah, okay, so it's looking like, regarding the Fool card and your lack of, like, starting something, initiating, Ace of Cups is here. Like, there is potential for, like, fulfillment. Like, I'm thinking of, like, emotional fulfillment, like love, and like, you kind of, oh, how you doing? What comes into my mind is, like, so I'm sitting outside right now. The world is full of, like, love. Like, there's so much love outside of yourself as well. Like, you are an endless supply of love, but outside of yourself, like, you can find things that inspire that love to, like, overflow, if you will. So, like, being willing to go outside allows you to, like, expand your capacity for love. It allows you to, like, experience new things and appreciate them and all of that. So, like, yeah, like, don't be so afraid to take those next steps, because there's an abundance for you out there. And the new perspective that you need to be taking is, like, around victim mindset. 8 of Swords. Like, you might be thinking, like, oh, like, what is it that I can do? Like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't have any options. Blah 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 blah. Like, whatever. You might be actively not might be. You need a new perspective. You're not the victim to anything. You are literally the master of your fate and of your destiny. If you want to do something, you can literally do it. Don't worry about timing. Don't worry about what you need to do now versus what you need to do later. Just know that there's something that you want to do and you can get it done. And however you choose to get it done is fulfilling that. Like, you don't even need to get it done right now. But it's not about you don't need to get it done right now, but, like, you don't need to be on the last step when you're on the first step. Just take the first step. And that first step is incredible. Like, that first step is powerful. You are actively then creating your own path. So Spirit, is there a message of is there any advice for how to overcome these challenges? Can I get some clarification, Spirit? Okay, some of y'all need to take a chill pill. Like, don't just charge off ahead into your destiny at this moment. You might need a moment of recalibration, regrounding, because there are some. So what I got was the Chariot sideways, but it was kind of more like this in reverse. So it wasn't like a full steam ahead, go go go, but it wasn't like a stop 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 abort mission. It was just kind of like, I asked for clarification. I got the 10 of Wands in reverse. So whatever it is, like, you had a lot of burdens that you were carrying, and you need to phone a friend. You need to put some stuff down. You need to take a moment to like reevaluate, not even just reevaluate, but like to properly let go of things from your last cycle. I also got Temperance in reverse. So it seems like you're just like tumultuous. Turmoil is the word that's coming to mind. Like there's just like, there's a lot of friction internally, and it'll be really hard to start this beginning. It'll be a bit difficult to go full speed ahead when you're still carrying all of that stuff from the last cycle. So maybe just take a minute, take a little bit of time. You can choose what bit of time you want it to be, in order to reevaluate and just realign yourself. Allow yourself to let some stuff go as you like are overcoming like this sensation of like, I can't start this, or I am hesitant to start this, I'm afraid to start this, that Fool in reverse. So air signs, I am wishing you the best with this new moon in Libra. I hope that this message finds you well, and I hope that if you need a sign, if you're waiting for a sign to like indicate that you need to do something, like for example, if you're like a generator type and human design or something, you can feel free to use this video as a sign. Oh, yep, the Prince of Wands is out. You don't need to think so hard. You don't need to have all the answers. Like, you can just start the like some of y'all need to like take a moment and like recalibrate before you start, but you don't need all the answers to start. That's counterintuitive to starting an adventure, like when you're going on a like exposition, is that what they're called? When you're just like going out to explore, like you don't know what you're gonna find. That's the point of going to explore. So be willing to discover what's gonna be there. It's gonna be really fulfilling and beautiful. But yeah, some of us, we need to take a moment. We need to pause. We need to recalibrate. Let go of our burdens. Heavy on that, and then just go. All systems go. I just cut the deck, and it was there again. All systems go. Full speed ahead. You do not need all the answers to start. All right. Wishing you all the best. Sending much love. Bisous, bisous. And take care. I'll see you all for our next reading. Bye.